You are looking live at Scott Carpenter Park in Boulder, Colorado. Club baseball action, NCBA on deck. We've got the Colorado Buffaloes against the Colorado School of Mines in a makeup game from a snowed out series just a few weeks prior. And I'm Harrison Simeon. I'm joined in the booth by Paxton Haynes. And Paxton, it's not the most pretty day for baseball, but a day for baseball nonetheless.
Yeah, it's actually calmed down a little bit. Wind was picking up for a little bit, hearing a couple claps of thunder. Thought we might be in trouble here for this one, but we're ready to go. Lights are on, and ready for a little in-state showdown.
So Colorado enters this game under 500 in Mid-America West, or actually above 500 Mid-America West play, but 6-7 overall on the season. And this weekend, they will also be playing a series against the Wyoming Cowboys, and that will be it for their regular season before regionals will be a possibility.
Yeah, Wyoming's had time to really get those games back. I obviously love the sweep, but I think 2-1 is absolutely attainable for these Buffaloes, and I think even take that series, take all those games there. But first, we got to do this makeup with Mines from earlier in the season. Just the one game here, and then it's on to Wyoming here at Scott Carpenter Park. All those games will be here on School of Sports coming this weekend.
And on the bump today for Colorado will be Will Shine, a right-hander, and he'll face a lineup for Colorado School of Mines Orediggers, consisting of Carter Rorig, Skylar Wild, Max Bronson, Matt Payne, Zach Willems, Roman Williams, Caden Wells, Connor Bruschi, and Declan Ward Newborough. We will get to those positions in just a moment. Let me just take a quick look.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Will Shine here pitch today. We called his game earlier on here when he threw that complete game against Metro State. That was an incredible game. Threw a complete game in like 70 pitches. Really excited to see him again here.
And it'll be Carter Rorig leading off at first base, or rather second base. Wild at shortstop, Bronson at third. Make that Matt Payne in center. Zach Willems behind the plate at catcher. Roman Williams at first base. Caden Wells at, pitcher. Connor Bruschi in left and Declan Ward in right.
Our players have cleared the field. They've done their IOs. We're ready to go here. We'll have a coaches meeting momentarily, and then it's game time. We thought we were going to go at 7:15, but
we're
everyone,
pushing.
Yeah, everyone knew it was. Game changer said it's 7:45, so
yeah,
everyone might have known except for us.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, we noticed that the teams didn't really get here till very late, and there was a Boulder High School game that finished just before this one was underway, just as we were arriving at Scott Carpenter Park. So umpires also a bit late. So we'll get started in just a moment. We'll have a plethora of commentators today. Oliver Hayes will join us in the booth at some point later. And possibly Brittany Garcia as well, as looks like the managers will head to home plate as the Buffs look to get back on track. Haven't pulled off a series sweep in Mid-America West play, despite their strong standings so far. Lost 2 of 3 to Colorado State in a big series that likely determined the standings. Colorado State ranked in the NCBA Now's recent power rankings, while Colorado started the year, had momentarily in the top 20, but not able to in recent weeks, as we just kind of get wait on things to go. We have some definite cloud coverage right now. We had a slight drizzle a bit earlier, lightning in the area, as we know, but that these teams are antsy. They're not waiting on the weather anymore. So we will get underway here. Rain or shine in Boulder.
Speaking of shine, Will Shine, our pitcher today. I talked about him earlier. I want to talk about him some more just because I think he's one of, if not the best arm out here on this Buffaloes team. His fastball just so good. One of the fastest that we've seen here. He just absolutely gasses it up, and it really allows him to really command the pace of play here. When your fastball is working, your fastball is, starting the pace, and you can open fastball. You know where it's going to be. You know it's going to hit the zone every time, and you know that's hard to hit for these hitters. It just opens up, a plethora of pitching opportunities. Then you can work in your breaking balls. You don't want to rely on that on your breaking balls, and Will Shine does a really good job of making sure that the fastball is his main pitch. He does a really good job. He puts it up at the shoulders, which is a great look for the hitters. You love to hit those kind of balls, but then they just swing right under it every time. So really excited to see him today.
So as the Buffs take the field, we will give you the fielding lineup. Looks like that's Jack Hamilton behind the plate, Nathan Hoffman out in right field, and Mason Bailey in center, the stalwart out there. I believe that's Will Dwyer Colin Dwyer in left. And then in the infield, it'll be Richie Biberosh at third. We're working on the fly here, folks. We did not get first names in these lineup cards.
Yeah, we're
Judson,
a little bit of a crazy evening here. A lot going on.
Yeah.
Had the weather in the area. Lineup cards were missing. It was a whole deal put on this broadcast, but we got it. We'll get to you.
It'll be Judson Stafford at second base. Nathan Hoffman actually playing shortstop today. Versatile, usually an outfielder at short today. And in right field will be Zach Andrews. And then at first base will be Andrew Garcia. Spencer Kazmarski in the DH spot.
Definitely intrigued by Hoffman there at short. He's played short a couple games this season, but it almost seems like they're trolling when they do it. It doesn't seem like a very serious spot to put him in. He's just so good in that outfield. But, he's definitely competent. That's not to say he isn't good at shortstop. So excited to see what he has today. Of course, that infield, quite good. Biberosh at third. They got Stafford at second. And, of course, Garcia at first. That wall there. Excited to go.
Yeah, going back to Hoffman, he was a preseason NCBA now All-American. Definitely up to the challenge, has played several different positions, likes to play in right field. Maybe they're just saving those outfielder reps for the series this weekend against the Wyoming. And he's also been a pitcher as well and come in high leverage spots. So as we said, just to clarify, since that took a lot of time, in the infield behind the dish is Jack Hamilton, Richie Biberosh at third, Nathan Hoffman at short, Gud Stafford at second base, and Andrew Garcia at first. Colin Dwyer in left, Mason Bailey in right, and Zach Andrews in right.
We're about to get going here.
Yeah, at last. It looked like we were going to get started.
Carter Rohrig will start things off for Mines.
Rohrig steps to the dish. And play ball from Scott Carpenter Park. Colorado Buffaloes, Colorado School of Mines, Orediggers. Underway from Boulder as that first pitch misses low. Yeah, please bear with us with some of the camera work today. Obviously, the pole right in the middle of our point of view. We do have Rohrig in sight this time around. Count is 1-1 on him. Shine delivers. That ball popped up into shallow right, and the charge comes on, and the catch is made by Zach Andrews for the first out.
Yeah, that ball is a little scary for a moment there, kind of in that no man's land where it's behind the second baseman and just right in between the center and right fielder. But Andrews with his wheels, charging that ball right from the John P. right the whole way. Nice play by him.
So Skylar Wilde steps up after some weak contact generated by Shine on his first batter faced. Good communication by the Buffs infield and outfield as well. And something we saw, I haven't been around for any of the spring games, but in the fall, plenty of errors. Buffs fielders made plenty of self-inflicted mistakes and really struggled to recover from them. Swing and a miss, and will count as 1-1 on Wild.
That's an outstanding pitch from Shine. Fastball up and in. And Wild didn't stand a chance. Tried to swing at it. He's not hitting that ball.
So Shine just staring down Wild. Always love when they have the glove right up to their face. That ball hit to short. Hoffman, easy play for the second out.
Really natural play there from Hoffman at shortstop. A little bit out of position. And 2 weak contacts there from Shine to start this game.
So 2 quick outs, and now it'll be Max Bronson stepping in the 3-hole. 3 straight righties facing Shine out of the gate. First pitch misses low and away. It's kind of business as usual for this lineup, or at least for the fielders today for Colorado. Hoffman, Garcia, Bailey, and Andrews behind the plate, all staples of this Colorado front. Richie Biberoche at third as well. Zach Andrews had plenty of action in the fall. So though some fresher faces with Colin Dwyer in left and Stafford at second. That ball hit to Stafford as he goes to his right, makes a nice play, throws across his body, and completes it for the third out. Nice play to end the inning. And 1-2-3 go to the Orediggers as we head to the bottom of the first. Buffs coming up to bat.
That's outstanding. The Buffs, or the Buffs dugout loves that one. Just, reaching out with the backhand, has to change his direction, really stop his momentum, get there to first. Oftentimes in those kind of plays, just a wild throw, not even close to Garcia at first base. Really solid piece of fielding there.
Back at Scott Carpenter Park, Buffs up to bat. Nathan Hoffman, the preseason All-American, steps in.
Hoffman's been their leadoff all season long. Been incredible there, starting things off, the righty.
Yeah, and he'll face Zach Willems. Tall, lanky right-hander. Fires in a strike on his first pitch. And just towering on the mound. Pretty simple delivery, and he fires 2 straight strikes to the shortstop today.
For being so long and lanky, there's a couple less miles per hour on that fastball than you'd think there would be. We'll see if the Buffs can hop on it.
Waste pitch in the dirt, but he's going right after Hoffman. And we'll see if the bat comes off his shoulders on the 1-2. That ball hit into right. That will get down for a base hit. Hoffman leads things off with a single.
Yeah, we were just talking about it. That's the kind of that fastball. Looks like it's maybe a couple ticks behind from what you would like it to be in terms of trying to gas up these hitters. And Hoffman didn't miss, even though he went opposite field.
So now Spencer Kazmarski, the right-handed DH, steps in against Willems. Hoffman a speed threat over at first. First pitch finds the top of the zone. Willems throws over. Just trying to keep Hoffman honest over at first. Kazmarski was a standout this past fall. Has been on the verge of a breakout as he tips this one back to us behind home plate. Andrew Garcia batting third behind him. Then it will be Colin Dwyer, Zach Andrews, Stafford, Hamilton, Biberosh, Bailey to complete it. Jammed him into center. Lofting fly ball, and it gets down. Kind of carried without the outfielders noticing it. Here's Hoffman. He's going to get waved around. Here's the throw to the plate. Hoffman is in time.
Man, just brutal defensive blunder there. I've played a couple games here at Scott Carpenter Park. Those lights are not easy to find the ball, especially in this weird dusk time where the sky's not quite black yet. And center fielder just had no clue where that was. Hoffman was running the whole way when he saw he wasn't even close.
Yeah, Matt Payne out there. That ball carried more towards right center and just lost in the lights, like you said. Hoffman came all the way around to score. I guess we'll call it an error.
I think it goes down as a double because even though it was a
well
mental error,
placed.
they didn't really get close to the ball to make a bad play on it.
Garcia swings at the first pitch and laces it into left. It'll get down, and it gets behind the left fielder. Here comes Kazmarski. He'll score. It's 2-0 Colorado. RBI knock for Garcia.
Opposite field again. It seems like that fastball's not that quick, but I guess the Buffs are just waiting on it and very happy with slapping it the other side.
So quickly, the Buffs up big in the first inning. And that brings up Colin Dwyer. Just kind of easy fly balls into right field. Nothing hard hit yet. As Dwyer swings and misses.
You see him go to that breaking ball first pitch. Buffs all over the fastball to start. He's got to switch it up.
Yeah, some well-placed hits for the Buffs. And they're off to a great start. And that ball plunks Dwyer, and he'll head to first base. Still nobody out in this inning. And that brings up Zach Andrews. First pitch in there for a strike. Willems throwing plenty of strikes. That hasn't been his issue. Maybe he's throwing too many strikes. And then just control getting the better of him there on the hit batter. First baseman slightly in with runners on first and second. Possibly protecting the sacrifice bunt. 1-1 on Andrews. Willems steps off for a moment. As we've had a game that's been a little bit overshadowed today. A lot of people tuned into the NFL draft. Swing and a miss by Andrews. Throw back to first. Nothing there. So
yeah, speaking of the draft, our guy Travis Hunter going second overall to Jacksonville. Big moment for this Coach Prime-led squad. His first guy to go in the first round, if I'm not mistaken.
Second overall pick. And, of course, Shedeur Sanders, as that ball blooped over to second base, turned to the shortstop for the first out of the inning, but nothing else. Fielder's choice goes down for Andrews.
Advance Garcia over to third, so with only one out, sacrifice fly now in play.
So Andrews over at first, and it brings up Stafford. Check on the runner at first, Judson Stafford. Sorry, I haven't said his first name in a little bit. One out, runners on the corners for the Buffaloes. Up 2-0 as that ball hit high out to center.
Might get the
carrying
job
back
done.
a little bit. And it drops again. Lost it in the lights. Garcia jogs home. It's 3-0.
Wow, I mean, the Clan War, or I'm sorry, who's Matt Payne. Matt Payne out there in center field.
He's not had a fun inning at all.
That's a tough go to start this game for him.
So you could consider that 2 errors on him. That one definitely goes down as 1. And it brings up Jack Hamilton. With runners on first and second now, 3-0 Buffaloes. First pitch misses well high. Hamilton, a power threat, deep in the lineup, batting in the 7-hole. Check swing, went around. 1-1 the count. Buffalo's off to an early lead thanks to a couple of errors. Double steal, both runners go, and they're in there safely. Throw just high over at third. But
yeah, Bronson got up to
Yeah.
be able to save that one. This could have been a complete fall-apart inning had that one got past. 2 runs might have scored.
So this is a 9-inning game, the first of what may end up a series. Talked to Andrew Garcia before this one, as there's a chance that not 3, 2. We're trying to work the scoreboard at the same time here.
Yeah, we got a lot going on right now.
We have to just turn this off as the umpires come together. 4. Where's the -1?
I don't see a minus button to. Here we go. Blank. Oh, didn't like me.
I'm not sure they're paying too much attention to it though.
Score shows.
Count
video,
is
so
1
it
and
matters.
2. Though it's apparently 1 and 4.
It'll only let me add strikes
As
to the. I can't
Paxton's
take them
is
away.
struggling now.
I'm doing like 4 things at once right now.
I mean, the umpire has those clickers for a reason. Swing and a miss, and Hamilton goes down swinging.
On a 4-strike strikeout.
Strike 5 on Hamilton as we head, or not yet, the second out of the inning. Can you not clear the count?
Man, what a weird scoreboard this is. This is not at all like the one that I controlled when I was in high school.
Richie Bibero steps in. Runners on second and third. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Willems has calmed himself down a little bit after some weakly hit balls. Found the outfield for 3 Colorado runs this inning. Swing and a miss. Got some velocity on behind that one. And the count is 0-2. Count is still 1 and 4 on our scoreboard, though. Willems delivers. Fouled away. First ball to roll onto Marine Street. Strike 5. Wow. Count is 1 and 5. Willems delivers and fouled again.
Let's see how Biberosh can work out of this 1-5 hole. Not a lot of guys can do it.
Yeah, I've never seen it. The first 1-5 count in baseball history.
Our score.
Count is 0-2
The real count's 0-2. Our scoreboard shows 1-5.
on Biberosh, and he'll call time. Usually we have a member of the team up here. As that ball's in the dirt.
Yeah, it's just us up here today. Normally there's a couple guys who can
Yeah,
make the
usually
lineup.
someone
We'll
takes
play some
initiative.
music and all that. But as you see, our 1-5 count that we're dealing with this scoreboard, doing all the roles at once: music, score, calling the game, broadcasting it.
1-2 misses high. Biberosh works it back to 2-2. As Paxton over here opens up the manual on how to work this on how to work the scoreboard. Regardless of the count right now, Buffaloes with a nice inning. Check swing. He went around or actually he did not. And
Oh, they called a walk.
it's ball 4, I guess. I thought that was only ball 3. So Bibberose draws the 2-out walk to load the bases for Mason Bailey. Unfortunately, scoreboard not the easiest thing to do. First pitch popped up, shallow right center. Can that get down? It can! Diving catch attempt doesn't go. Here comes another runner, and it's 5-0 or 6-0 Colorado. Bases are cleared.
Yeah, Matt Payne, we've been saying his name a lot today, and not in the way that you would hope. Although I think that one was more on Ward out there in right field. I think that was his ball. Payne, actually, I love that effort from him. A lot better that time than just standing there wondering where the ball is.
Yeah, indeed a painful inning for the Colorado School of Mines as it's 6-0 Colorado, and we're back to Nathan Hoffman. Maybe we can get the scoreboard, at least get the score right, and we do. So 2 outs, Nathan Hoffman, runner on second, looking to extend a monumental lead for the Buffs early in this game.
Batting around in the first. Good things happen when you bat around. Much less to do it in the first inning.
So yeah, it goes as a bases clearing double for Mason Bailey. Exclamation point on this inning. As that pitch, some chin music for Hoffman. Count is 2-0. Strike 8. Oh my God. That ball hit to third and is snared by the third baseman to end the inning. Max Bronson with a nice heads-up play. But not before 6 Buffaloes come around to score. It's 6-0, Colorado over the Colorado School of Mines as we head to inning number 2. And we finally cleared the scoreboard.
Yeah, there we go. We got it.
So we're back for the second after 6 Buffaloes came around to score in the bottom of the first. It's 6-0 Colorado here at Scott Carpenter Park. And the unfortunate brunt of the runs came due to the man stepping to the plate right now. Center fielder Matt Payne had some fly balls that he lost in the lights, then nearly made a spectacular diving catch, but unfortunately could not, and it resulted in a bases clearing double.
Well, they have him 4-hole in this lineup, so they must trust him with the bat.
Yeah, looking to make up for the disaster of a first inning for Colorado School of Mines. Count is 1-1. That ball fouled away.
Maybe he's like Charlie Blackmon when he used to play in the outfield. Just miserable out there, but at least he could swing the bat well.
Kind of disrespectful.
Yeah,
Blackman just retiring.
no
Rocky's
disrespect
legend.
to Matt Payne.
Will Shine stares down. 1-2 pitch. In there, strike 3. So the pain continues for Matt Payne as he goes down looking.
Yeah, we don't want to keep ripping on this kid all
Yeah, I
night,
feel like
so
I'm kind of piling on
I
at this
know.
point.
I was going to say something,
The
but
puns are too easy, though.
I know his last name is Payne. Like, come on.
So 1 out for Zach Willems. That ball smoked into center, but right at Mason Bailey for the 2nd out. Some ambush tactics, but unlucky.
First good contact of the game for School of Mines here. And unfortunately for them, right at Bailey.
So now the first baseman with 2 outs. That will be Roman Williams. Not to be confused with Willems, who just batted.
Yeah, we got 3. We got Williams, and Wells.
Yeah, just got to add the IA. First pitch popped up right side, carrying back towards the corner and caught for the 3rd out. Zach Andrews makes the play, and another quick inning for Will Shine. As we quickly head to the bottom of the 2nd, it's still 6-0 Colorado. Back for the bottom of the 2nd, 6-0 Colorado. A good start on the mound for Buffs pitcher Will Shine. And a 6-run first inning. Have the Buffs in great position to end this game early before maybe the rain could be on the way.
Yeah, the last thing you want if you're Mines is after giving up a 6 spot in the first to go 1-2-3 in the top of the 2nd. And now they're right back out there on the field. Buffs looking to apply more pressure.
So Kazmarski, Spencer Kazmarski, steps in for the 2nd time in as many innings. He'll take a ball. Definitely thought about that swing there. Kazmarski had the first ball that got lost in the lights. Got Hoffman home from first. Went down as a double and an RBI for the designated hitter. That ball misses high, and it's 3-0. Pitch number 30 from Willems just now. 3-0 popped up, had the green light, carrying into right. Oh, and it's dropped. Kazmarski coasts to 2nd, and it's another error for the Orediggers.
Yeah, it's looking like beer league softball out there in that Mines outfield. just Just a tough showing here to start this game.
Well, it's a good thing that Mines has their own stream, so their fans can't watch us dog on their outfielders. But Declan Ward will go down with the error that time, setting up Andrew Garcia with a runner in scoring position. Looking to pile on. Buffs off to a good start this inning, and they throw back to second. Kazmarski scoots over to third, and the bobble by the shortstop allows him to do so easily.
I'm running out of things. I'm running out of bad things to say about this Mines defense. They are not playing well, to put it simply.
Well, they have their phone over there. Hopefully their fans can't hear you too well. So now a runner on third as Willems just has to fire in a strike at this point, and does.
To be fair, that was a nice piece of base running there by Kazmarski.
Yeah, really good jump. Might have made it anyway, even if wild. And ball goes to the backstop. Here comes Kazmarski, and it's 7-0.
So, I mean, that's just a completely unearned run the whole way for Mines giving that one up. You got the error in right. You got the stealing third, did Kazmarski. They might have gotten him had they, I mean, if they don't even throw over and he doesn't advance probably, and then a wild pitch. So, great start for the Buffs. Not so good for Colorado School of Mines.
2-2 count on Garcia. That ball fouled away near the dugout. Can it stay in play? It can, but third baseman Will Bronson unable to make the catch. And Max Bronson, as he let out a swear word after he was unable to.
Yeah, hopefully our mics didn't catch that one. Not the first time we've sworn on these broadcasts.
The 2-strike count. Hit up the middle, right back to Willems on the mound. Effortlessly throws the first for out number 1.
All right, I'll be nice now. That was a nice play. That was a great play by Zach Willems there on the mound.
Yeah, he's definitely got a stone-cold demeanor. He's, just swung at the very first pitch. Almost robotic. I mean, that's what you want out of a pitcher. So now it'll be Colin Dwyer in the cleanup hole. That ball smoked foul. Near miss of a car, and it's 1-1. Ump says on with it as Dwyer hits this one high and deep out to left, but ball dies near the warning track for the second out. And that might have been the first successful catch by an outfielder for Mines today.
Yeah, nice routine play there from this Mines outfield.
I mean, it was the first chance for Connor Brewski. He hasn't. Even still, he like, nearly dropped it, but was able to. So shout out Connor Brewski. First pitch to Zach Andrews, foul back. 2 outs now for the Buffaloes. They lead 7-0. Oh, and now it's 13-0 on the scoreboard. Oh man, you should have just added 1. They knows how to add.
I was looking for the total runs because that's what it shows here on the board.
We've had a
but it turns
disaster
out when you
class
put
of
7 for
scoreboarding.
total runs, it means
Don't
7.
trust us. You can trust us with our commentary and our analysis, but
yeah, Nick Evans, our producer, his scoreboard
we have a
is fully
scoreboard
accurate.
right there that you're watching. The one you're not watching should not be trusted by us. 2-strike count. Andrews fouls it away again. Now we're back. 7-0 on the Scott Carpenter scoreboard.
Home of the BHS Panthers.
Nicely hit out to right center. That'll get down. Andrews with a base knock. Had to field his choices first time up. Gets on base for the second time.
Always
that
love a
time
Zach
via the
Andrews
hit.
Single.
So now it's Stafford, the 2-out base runner, as brief check on Willems on the mound.
Frankly, I'm a little surprised we're not seeing anyone warm up in the pen. Maybe the guy they have next up is out in the field. It's pretty much a skeleton crew out there in that Mines dugout.
Well, it's
I'm
still the second
counting-
inning. I imagine
Yeah.
they.
7 runs, though. I mean, this is a long game.
That pitch popped up right side. Can they complete it? They can. Nice little effort by the second baseman, Carter Rohrig, for the third out, falling down and making the catch to end the frame.
Maybe a little steadiness from the Mines fielders here. Got the jitters out, and they're ready to play some baseball now. So we'll see after the break.
7-0 is our score as we head to the third inning. Colorado leads the Colorado School of Mines. Inning number 3, another inning on the mound for Will Shine. He's off to a dominant start. Perfect through 2.
He's perfect, right? 6 for 6?
Yeah, 6-4-6.
Yeah.
Mine's up to bat will be Roman Williams in the 7 hole. Or rather, Caden Wells, the catcher, in the 7 hole.
Mines they need a base runner here. Just something to start it up. They got that one strong contact, did Wilms in the top of the second. They just got to find a way to string them together, try to claw back into this game before it runs away from them.
Now, not to distract from the game, but bear with us, folks, as we have a bit of a graphics disaster on our hands. Shador Sanders could be drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers in just a few moments, but there is no graphic. Our graphics manager, Aiden Glockner, unfortunately did not prepare one, even though he was the betting favorite to go to the Steelers as of this morning. So our scoreboard operator, Nick Evans, is doing that as Wells laces that one to the left for the first hit of the day for Colorado School of Mines.
Mines getting a lot more contact on that ball, really barreling it up. That one finds the grass, finally for Mines. First guy on. See if they can string it together a little bit.
So now it will be Connor Brewski. Made that nice play in left last inning. Flies this ball back. It is Connor Brewski up to bat as Nick is really struggling right now. It would be a shame if he didn't get selected by the Steelers right now, and this is all for nothing. Pitch is swung on and missed, but a wild pitch allows Wells to advance to second.
The pick is in for the Steelers. Should you be watching our broadcast and not the NFL draft, we'll bring you that live announcement.
Shout out to anyone who
isn't
is currently
doing the
watching
draft.
the broadcast and not the draft, because you are a true sicko. Yeah, I'm refreshing Twitter as I'm commentating. Oh, they didn't pick Shador. I'm so sorry, Nick. Right as he finishes, they got Derek Harmon, a D lineman from Oregon.
He had just whipped up a nice graphic.
And we will probably see you tomorrow, as Shador Sanders, unlikely to get picked in the first round of the draft now. 2-2 the count on Brewski. One out runner on second. I am very sorry, Nick. All 17 viewers are probably devastated. Dribbled foul
We do
off to the
appreciate
third
you.
base side.
We do appreciate you tuning in if you're not and not watching the draft and choosing to spend your evening with us as we talk about the draft.
Indeed. I mean, you never know. Now you have no idea. I mean, because if he does get picked tonight, it's probably a team that gets trades back into the first round or something like that.
You don't think the Chargers are going to take him at 22? Back up Herbert?
In a hypothetical world, they would, as that ball's hit to Hoffman for the second out. So 2 down and a runner on third for Declan Ward-Newborough, his first at-bat of the day. Goes down as a 6-3 putout for Brewski.
Should I make a graphic with Derek Harmon? Just to connect a bit.
Swing and a miss. Nice cutting action on that pitch.
I just saw a tweet that said Travis Hunter is the only dude that could go mouth for mouth with Buddy Hield.
Shine's delivery is outside. Buffalo's still in the driver's seat, up 7-0, and they're here in the top of the third inning. 2 down. Will Shine rolling through so far, as that's a strike on the outside corner.
Generous call
1-2
from the
on
umpire.
Ward-Newborough. The 1-2 in the dirt. Runner stays at third. As I must apologize to Nick because this is actually Aiden's fault. It stems back to not having a graphic in the first place. 2-2 hit into center field. That's a base hit and an RBI. That's going to get past Bailey in center. And some bottom of the order magic for the Orediggers as it's 7-0 now, or 7-1 Colorado.
Not a great route there going after that ball was Mason Bailey. Let it get behind him. And what should have been a single is now a double. They got a runner back in scoring position. Potentially can add on to this lead. Or clawing back into this lead. They're not adding on.
So Orediggers get one back, and that sets the stage for Carter Rohrig, still with a runner in scoring position. First pitch misses.
He didn't do something I didn't.
Rohrig flew out to right his first time up. Shine fires a strike, whiffed on by the second baseman. One and one. Orediggers with a chance to maybe chip into this deficit a little more. Pitch misses low.
30 pitches now for Will Shine, and he's been real solid so far. Only the 1 earned run through 3 innings. Only been about 3 good barrels on him so far. Slipping a little bit. He went 6 for 6 to start this game, and now it's been single, ground out, and double.
That ball fouled back as we've had an eventful few innings so far, mostly not related to what's on the field.
Well, the field's been our baseball game here that we are calling is has actually been pretty interesting. 7 runs in 2
Yeah,
innings. Can't
It
ask
has
for
been
more.
an interesting game. Shine steps off. 2-2 is the count. Reminder, this is a 9-inning game, so we have a long way to go. School of Mines definitely has time to make it up. Counts full
Yeah,
for Rorik.
You think today's going late? We got another one tomorrow, Saturday.
Saturday
at
and
8
Sunday.
at 8:30 p.m. a 9-inning
Whew.
game.
That is going to be a late night for us. Mind you, that's against Wyoming. Fouled away. Count remains full. Saturday is the game at 8:30, Nick. Sorry to scare you for a second. And then the games on Sunday are, I believe, 2 and 4 or 2:30 and 4:30? Sometime around the late afternoon.
2 and 4, I believe.
Full count pitch. Or actually, I guess it was 2 and 2. That was my mistake. Now the count is full as Shine's delivery was in the dirt. Long at bat for Rorik. He's battling. Shine trying to escape this inning with a runner in scoring position. The 3-2. Inside, ball 4. So Rorik wins the long battle. He gets the first. Still 2 down in this inning for Skylar Wild.
The third base runner that Shine has allowed this inning. Let the one run across. Mine's starting to figure him out a little bit.
Silver lining for the Buffaloes, now a force at any base if you get a ground ball. First pitch in there for a strike. That's in the dirt. So Shine a little bit struggling, laboring through the back half of this inning after 2 easy innings to start the day. Check on a runner at second, and that ball nearly got by Stafford at second base, but hits the runner instead, and he's taking a little nap out there. I hope he's not hurt.
He got nailed by,
Yeah,
that, by
definitely.
that throw over from Shine right in the hip. Kind of a weird spot to get hit.
Definitely in a little bit of pain. Maybe just knock the wind out of him. As they dove back to second, ball just drilled him on the side. Saved the ball from going to the outfield. Buffs catch a break. As they resume. Shine's delivery. He went around for a strike. Wild now down 1 and 2. A long inning as the Orediggers have battled to get back in this game after a 6-run first inning is the story so far for Colorado. The 1-2. In the dirt outside. Please don't try to work the count. Oh, okay. You're just getting it. Wait,
I'm
it's
not-
2 outs.
Is it? It's 1 out now.
Is it not 2 outs?
Yeah, I got 1 out here on my score sheet.
God, I have been all over the place. 2-2. Full count again. Shine definitely struggling this inning. Still just the 1 run allowed, though. On the verge of his second walk. Full count. Runners on first and second. Swing and a miss. He got him swinging. Second strikeout of the inning.
Big strikeout there. Needed it. Needed an out, period. To get a strikeout is absolutely huge. Don't let those runners advance. Still just
What?
one runner in scoring position.
Went up the ladder to get the K. Now it brings up Max Bronson with 2 down. So, I was wrong again. About the count, about the outs. And now I'm correct as that ball's hit to Hoffman. He bobbles it for a moment, and Bronson reaches on the error. A little bit of a bad hop. And despite Hoffman making 2 plays today, couldn't complete it that time. And now the bases are loaded. And this is the ultimate chance for Matt Payne to redeem himself right here.
Base is juiced. Down 6, has a chance to close that gap. He can put everything behind him right here.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, had a rough first inning in the field. Then struck out looking his first time up. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Shine, just trying to get out of the inning once again. 1-0, fouled away.
Clear of those cards. Got worried for a second.
Payne stands in, the cleanup hitter. Base is loaded. 1-1 pitch in there on the outside corner for a strike.
That spot has been an awfully generous spot for this home plate umpire today. Just really giving him right there on that top corner. Not really a strike that a lot of umpires would give, but we're getting it here.
The 1-2. In there, strike 3.
Went back to the same spot that he called a strike earlier. Got him looking. That is a spot you do not want to swing at. But if it's going to get called a strike, Will Shine does an excellent job of putting it there once again. Strands him.
So good location from Will Shine. Gets him out of a long, winding inning. Still 7-1 Colorado as the Orediggers leave the bases loaded as we head to the bottom of the third. Back in Boulder for the bottom of inning number 3. Colorado leads the Colorado School of Mines 7-1 here at Scott Carpenter Park. Jack Hamilton steps to the dish for another inning of Willems on the mound.
I didn't quite realize how big Zach Williams was until Caden Wells, his catcher, went out to talk to him and was a whole head shorter than him.
As I said in the really beginning, notice the height. Towering on the mound, very simple delivery. Just throw and catch. Fires a strike on his first pitch to Hamilton. Swing and a miss. Hamilton down 0-2 after striking out his last time up.
Solid breaking ball there from Wilms. Haven't seen a ton of breaking balls from him this game. He'd like to get in there with the fastball. That one got Hamilton.
Pitch number 50, swing and a miss. 3 down. 3 pitches and a K for Zach Willems.
Yeah, that's what we call a poor at bat in the business. 3 up or 3 strikes, and he's out of there. Not a great way to start this inning, but we got Biberoche up now.
Biberoche walked his first time up. Bloops this one over to first base. Willems covers and makes the play for out number 2. So quickly 2 are down in the bottom of the Buffaloes order.
Momentum, if you believe in momentum, you can feel it shifting a little bit, maybe towards Mines, if they can get out of here quickly.
Absolutely. Got to run back, had to leave the bases loaded. But you imagine if Mines can convert more in high leverage scenarios, this can be a ball game in a hurry. Mason Bailey had the base clearing 3 RBI double last time up. Willems shakes off Wells' first suggestion and has to step off. Bailey, a staple in the bottom of the order for CU. Taps it foul. So 2 strikes on Bailey. Willems' delivery misses high. 1-2 now the count. Buffs looking for some 2-out lightning here in the 3rd. Misses inside. Count even at 2.
Back-to-back breaking balls there from Willems, trying to get Bailey to swing under it. Hasn't, what's the word?
Bought into it yet?
Yeah.
Lofts it out to center. That will get down. Payne stumbled in the outfield, but able to catch it off the bounce. A single, though, with 2 outs for Mason Bailey.
2 for 2 now. Mason Bailey has those 3 RBIs on the day.
Yeah, he's had a nice day. Usually when I've been around for his at-bats and the games he's been involved in, he hasn't played so well. But this time, change of the script. As it's back to Nathan Hoffman as he swings at the first pitch into nearing the third base line. First base line as it gets down. Here comes Bailey around third. The throw to the plate is off the line, but they'll actually bring Bailey back to third as it was fired in by Declan Ward as he lost it near the first base line. As Hoffman gets to second, and now runners in scoring position for Spencer Kazmarski.
Yeah, all these plays won't go down as errors in the score sheet because no one's touching the ball. But just they're pretty much errors in every sense of the word, aside from what is showing on the score sheet, just bad outfield play from School of Mines here.
Yeah, we've reached full darkness. We've avoided the rain as well. There was some lightning in the area, but we've been able to play on without much worry of the weather. That time maybe just lost track of the ball that it was carrying. Some high hit fly balls have worked in Colorado's favor. Now Kazmarski with 2 runners in scoring position as he swings and the bat hit the net behind him.
It's a good thing we have that net. That thing was headed straight for the bleachers. Gotta get a roll of tape. Tape his hands to the bat.
Yeah, that's when you need some pine tar or whatever those kind of players use to increase the grip. Looks like there is already a lot of pine tar on that bat. Not really doing its job, at least on that last pitch. The delivery, fouled away. Kazmarski fights off the 0-2, staying in it. 2 outs, 2 runners on. RBI opportunity, chance to give the Buffs their biggest lead of the day with a hit. swings and goes around for a strikeout. Second of the inning for Willems, and he gets out of the jam to keep this game at 7-1 as we head to the fourth from Scott Carpenter Park.
We welcome you back into Boulder. It's a 7-1 game. The Buffaloes lead it as we now welcome Oliver Hayes. He's been running the camera for the last 3 innings, and now he puts on a mic. Oliver, welcome.
Yeah, thank you for letting me join the broadcast. It's been an eventful few innings on the camera, following so many fly balls and so many errors. But
Oliver will be with you for the next 6 innings. We'll get Harrison back on the mic shortly. He's on our camera right now. As the first pitch was a ball from Will Shine now for his 4th inning of action. That one's low and away, 2-0 to start the inning now.
yeah, Shine's control has kind of gotten away from him last inning, and obviously 2 balls to start this one, but got out of the jam with the bases juiced.
It's the pitcher Wilms at the dish for Mines. As that one's in there across the plate and right at Bailey, making the grab, falling back. Had to reach back and able to squeeze it. A nice play there from Mason Bailey.
Yeah, that is a heck of a grab by Bailey, but that you have got to feel for Williams. Obviously a tough day on the bump, but that is a second hard hit ball straight to Bailey. And even though that was a harder catch for Bailey on this second one, a tough day, both in the field and at the plate.
A robbery from Bailey as up comes Roman Williams now. That first pitch might have brushed his sleeve, but called a strike by our home plate umpire.
Yeah, so good break on that one.
Swing and a miss now. Got him to swing over it. 0-2 to start the second batter of this inning for Will Shine. Shine looking for something efficient here after what was a long inning in the top of the 3rd. That one's fouled off. Still 0-2.
Yeah, got to head quickly in this at bat. Looked like a fastball on that 3rd pitch, but wonder where it'll go on pitch number 4.
Back on the rubber. Will Shine gets the signal. And there for the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Ball in the dirt. Hamilton will make the throw over to first in time to Garcia. And that's another K on the board.
I went to the off speed, and he really put it down low in the dirt, like you said, and a good stop by Jack Hamilton to keep it in front and throw at Williams at first base for the drop third strike.
That'll bring up the catcher, Caden Wells. He singled in his first at-bat, which started the inning, and he came around to score for Mines, their lone run of the game. Shine coming to attack him. Fastball's in there for a strike right over the plate.
Yeah, Shine attacking that inside corner of right-handed hitters.
The 1-0 swung on over there to Hoffman is short. The throw to Garcia is in time. 3 up, 3 down for Will Shine. Hoffman making the final play to cap off the solid defensive inning. It remains 7-1 Buffaloes over the Orediggers. We got a pitcher change here in Boulder. Zach Wilms' day is done for the Orediggers. Coming in to replace him is the first baseman, Caden Wells, number 12, looking to get some good innings in relief here in the top of the 5th. Replacing him at first base is Emma Todd. Up for the Buffaloes now is the first baseman, Andrew Garcia, who doubled and had an RBI in his first at-bat, and then grounded out to the right side.
Garcia at the plate, he had one of those quote-unquote doubles in the first inning. I don't know what you'd call it with all the mess in the outfield for the School of Mines, but scored an RBI nonetheless.
The first pitch from Caden Wells in relief is a fastball in there for a strike right on that left side of the plate, facing the lefty Garcia. The 0-1 comes the other way. That one's well inside. Might have hit him. No, did not. Bit of a tough angle that I've got right now behind this pole. That is obstructing our view.
No hustle from the Buffs dugout to get the pass ball. Tisk tisk.
That's your one job as a bench warmer is to go get those foul balls. As the 1-1 is sent foul. The 1-1 now. Oh, Garcia
my.
sends it high and deep
Oh,
to
baby.
right field, way back. Forget about it. A no-doubter. Andrew Garcia sends it to the moon.
And he knew that right away. We all knew that, and he took a great long stare at that one. My goodness. Say goodbye, baseball.
The Buffs' power hitter delivers in the 4th inning. An absolute crusher. Knew it the second it came off the bat. Not a chance for Ward out there in right field. It's 8-1 Buffaloes.
I think that's the farthest ball I've seen hit at Scott Carpenter.
That thing was absolutely smoked.
I know sometimes the pool is worried about balls ending up back there. I always thought that was a bunch of baloney, but that one might have reached there. That might have been splash zone here at Scott Carpenter Park.
That might be swimming in the pool. Almost went out to the play structure out there. So now that brings up Colin Dwyer, looking to follow up that booming hit.
Yeah, that ball had to be 400 feet. I mean, you see that 331 foot sign out there, and that was well past.
It was due time for Andrew Garcia to get a hold of one and send it out there to right field. The pull hitter didn't miss on that one, as Dwyer takes the first pitch, now swings at the second. It's a foul tip, so strike. Dwyer, finding his way into the 4-hole today, was hit in the first and then flew out in the second. The pitch is in there, pulled hard, and he gets past. Could be extra bases for Dwyer. He's on his horse, getting over to second. Going to be a close play. The throw is not in time. Not sliding was Dwyer. He is in there for a double. Following up the Garcia home run. Another runner in scoring position now for the Buffaloes, looking to add on here in the 4th.
That was a good base runner right there. He really had to get on his horse with that ball down the line, but with the grass long up in the outfield right there, it kind of slowed the ball and gave him just enough time to get in there and didn't even have to slide, like you said.
The Zach Andrews now pokes out to second base, throw over to first in time. Dwyer will head over to third base. So a one-pitch at-bat there for Zach Andrews. Will push Dwyer over to third. Still no out, so sacrifice fly very much in play here, as up comes Judd Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford with a base hit in this ball game, and then a fly out.
Stafford takes that first breaking ball outside and low. Ball 1 to start it up for him. Got Dwyer at third. Something in the air to the outfield would get the job done, as that one is fouled back. Nodding at it fiercely. Sees the pitch, knows he likes it. Should it come again? The 1-1 now to Judd Stafford. Spits on it.
I'll have to see if Roman Williams can get it going after getting that first out. That was the only soft hit ball of the inning so far, but soft hit ball nonetheless. He's trying to get Judd Stafford here at the dish.
Doesn't like that one either. He lets it go into the dirt. 3-1 now. Hamilton with a couple Ks on the day behind him, looking to break that streak. That pitch is up the middle for a base hit. Dwyer comes home, and the second run of the inning, Judd Stafford coming through. The second single and the second RBI of the day for him. 9-1, Colorado now. As that brings up Jack Hamilton, who'll be working with a guy on first. Andrews out there after that RBI. First pitch is well up. Got a swing from Hamilton anyway. 1 strike.
Yeah, that was a big hack. I think he saw what Garcia did and wanted to do some more.
Hamilton antsy for a hit after those 2 strikeouts. Checking over at Andrews at first. The ball gets away and out of play. Zach Andrews moves up freely. Runner in scoring position now.
Yeah, not too often you see a first base pickoff bounce up over the outfield wall out of play, but
Seeing some crazy defensive stuff, defensive miscues going on from the Mines here as that pitch is outside. As we get word now, the New York Giants traded up in the NFL draft. We thought here in the broadcast booth it was time for Shedeur Sanders not to be. They picked Jackson Dart. That looping curveball is in there for a strike. Just fell in.
yeah, we saw the Giants trade up. Thought it was perfect timing for a Shedeur Sanders draft pick, but Jackson Dart comes in and steals the pick.
Sanders now, 2 quarterbacks getting drafted before him. As the next pitch gets away from Wells behind the dish and moving up another free 90. Zach Andrews. Or I'm sorry, that's Judge Stafford. Stafford now at third base, got to second on a errant pickoff attempt, and now got there on a wild pitch. Sacrifice fly in play now as that one is called strike 3. A bit of a late call from our home plate umpire. It was right there on that inside corner. Would have jammed him had Hamilton swung at it, and that is 3 Ks on the day for the catcher.
That's a solid pitch right there, and way to keep his composure after having a tough inning. Not only with some errors on the base pass that last at bat, but Garcia taking him deep, Dwyer going down the line for a double and some extra bases. It's been tough for Williams on the bump this inning.
Biberosh takes the first pitch of his at-bat for a strike as that breaking ball finds the dirt 1-1. Biberosh waiting a long time to get that pitch, and we'll have to wait even longer as Williams steps off the mound. Getting the sign again. The pitch from Williams is low and away. We'll take a second to brush off home plate. Biberosh out of the 8-hole. Working with Judge Stafford at third base. Only 1 out here in this 4th inning. Sacrifice fly if he puts it in the air to the outfield. It might even get down just the way that this Mines outfield is played, but should they catch it, it should bring home Stafford. The next pitch to him is right there on the corner for another strike.
Back on the Shedeur Sanders train, though. The Falcons trade up to pick number 26. He had a possibility, according to ESPN, to go at the number 15 pick to them. But yeah, he could hop in there. Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix. Or he's not?
Biberosh.
Well, yeah.
Sees another one low. Williams, the pitch, swung on and missed. That's a strikeout, and that'll end the inning. Richie Biberosh and Jack Hamilton with back-to-back Ks to end the 4th inning. But the Buffs add on 2 more, a absolutely towering home run from Garcia, and then Dwyer and Stafford followed it up with a run of their own. It's 9-1 Colorado. Back in Boulder now, 9-1 Colorado. Will Shine still on the bump. He'll be out there looking to complete his 5th inning as we have a catching change now. Jack Hamilton with a rough day at the plate. He got replaced by Matt Pritchard, now behind the dish.
Pritchard, a long tenured player, one of the captains on the team, well-liked guy around the clubhouse. Excited to see him get some action tonight.
At the plate for Mines is Connor Brewski as that one's fouled back into the netting. First pitch from Shine. Fastball still has its speed.
And Shine's still pumping in this 6th inning.
Shine up in the count to start. Another fastball in there for a strike. As Shine goes on, he relies on his fastball more and more. It's a good thing he's got a good one. As now 2 fastballs to start this inning, both of them in for strikes. Brewski down 0-2. That breaking ball just got a piece of it was Brewski, staying alive.
Yeah, it looked like he went back to the inside corner. That's been so lethal all game. I'd be interested if he tries to stay in that area or we've seen him go outside a little bit. Maybe he'll change it up.
We'll see how these Mines hitters can adjust as those outside pitches have been getting calls all night from our home plate umpires. That one is swung over and missed. Shine got him with the breaking ball, and Brewski is retired.
Yeah, didn't go inside or outside. Went right down the middle, but in the dirt.
It'll be a pinch hitter now for the Orediggers. Taking a look at that number. I believe that is Krishke, number 8, coming in. As the first pitch from Shine is upstairs.
Yeah, coming in to replace right fielder Declan Ward-Newborough. He had a really tough day along with the rest of the Mines outfield to start this one. So makes sense for the pitch inning change, at least for some hope in the outfield.
Shine gets another swing. As Ryan Krishke looks to start things up out of the dugout. For Mines, it's the pitch from Shine. Fastball is in there for a strike right on that left edge. Painted it.
That's a hard pitch to hit. That was right on the black, and that looked like it was going to hit the batter before it broke. And unless you're looking for it, never going to get a barrel on it.
Next pitch is well upstairs. Easy take for Krishke. 2-1 now. The pitch from Shine is in there and popped up to right field. Backing up and making the grab is Zach Andrews, calling off Judge Stafford. Good communication there as they fist bump. 2 outs. Carter Rohrig now back to the top of the order for Mines. Rohrig with a fly out and a walk on the day. Shine's lone walk that he's given up. The first pitch to Rohrig. Fastball outside.
Now, that walk you mentioned was one of the things that got him into that bases loaded jam in that third inning, or third inning, excuse me, my bad. But has had some solid control down the past few innings.
The 80th pitch from Will Shine is a fastball in the dirt, 1-1. 2-0.
Looking back at the Shador Sanders watch, did not go number 26 to the Falcons. Running out of picks in this first round.
The 2-0 from Will Shine. Breaking ball got in there, 2-1. Nice tail on that one to find its way into the zone.
Command on his breaking ball has been real solid. He's pretty much placed it wherever he's wanted this whole night.
The 4th pitch of the at-bat is low and away. Back to the fastball with Shine. The 3 that he's thrown this at-bat have been outside of the zone.
Think we see the 3-1 curveball?
We'll see down in the count. Nods right away at the call. And that one's a fastball. That one well over the plate. Fouled off.
Yeah, put some heat on that one. As Rorig was way behind that one. Fouled that off into the houses.
Matt Pritchard, confidence in his pitcher to get the fastball over, and it did. Now we're full. 3-2, Will Shine to Carter Rorig. Fouled off again. Rorig battling here with 2 outs in the 5th. Another full count coming.
I would have to expect the off speed, and in the dirt, she's gone both batters with low off speed pitches this inning.
Swung on, and that one's going to be foul again out towards the parking lot. Watch for the cars, and falls safely into the grass.
Now it looked like went high and outside with the fastball on that one. And even though we've seen 2 up and 2 down, and Rorig's in a tough spot in this inning, quite a decent amount of pitches for Shine in this one.
Good battle here between the 2 competitors. Shaking off the call is Shine. The payoff pitch, we'll have to wait. We get a late call, timeout from our home plate umpire.
Yeah, Shine may have started his motion before that timeout. That was, I couldn't really see with the umpire blocking the timeout hand, but that was close.
Here we go now. The full count pitch from Will Shine is fouled off again. He jammed Rorig, got him up and in, but just getting a piece of it was Rorig, and he stays alive.
Yeah, this is kind of the same tone as the walk that we mentioned that happened amid the rally in the 3rd inning. But looking for potentially another one as he keeps fouling off outside pitches.
3-2 is called. Strike 3. Making the throw over to first is Pritchard, and that'll do it. A backwards K for Will Shine. 5 innings, only 1 earned run. It is still an 8-run lead for the Colorado Buffaloes after the top of the 5th. (9-1) baseball game here. It is about 9:15 here in Boulder.
Who is this?
We'll get Tommy Klein as a pinch hitter. Fixing up his uniform as we get ready to go. Hoffman behind him in the on-deck circle. Klein replaces Bailey in center field. It is still Roman Williams out there on the bump for Mines, looking to get over this inning so Mines can get back up on the plate as the first pitch declined as a swing and a miss. Got a piece of it to decline on the fastball. Quickly coming at him again. That one's upstairs. 1-1. Klein pinch hitting out of the 9-hole as that breaking ball is called a ball upstairs, I believe.
A nice look for Klein with the hoodie under the jersey. Looks to be the only one rocking that one tonight.
Yeah, it's a staple in the baseball style industry. As that one's fouled back over that back netting, that'll be hanging out in Arapahoe behind us. Fighting now at a 2-2. Fouls it off again. Gets a cheer from the dugout.
Yeah, Williams got 2 Ks in that last inning and has a nasty off speed. Went back to it again.
That one is swung on. Got a piece of it was Klein, but holding on to the ball was Caden Wells. And that's a strike. The first one for Roman Williams. Or I'm sorry, that is not at all the first strike for Roman Williams. He got Hamilton and Bibros in the last inning. 3 consecutive, actually, for Mason Bailey. As he faces the top of the order now, Nathan Hoffman. First pitch is in there for a strike. Next pitch, another breaking ball. That one's outside. Roman Williams now already at his 80th pitch, working in relief. That one's in the dirt. Got past Wells to the backstop.
Not the greatest position for Williams right here at the top of the lineup and falling behind in this at bat.
Hoffman 2 for 3 on the day. A single and a double. Too early to call Cycle Watch, maybe?
I mean, there's enough time in a 9-inning ball game tonight. Usually we see the doubleheaders with just 7 innings, but especially with the way the Buffs are getting players across and keeping innings alive, I think we could definitely see a potential cycle for Hoffman tonight.
That one gets through. Out to right field, and a calm single for Nathan Hoffman, his second of the day. 3rd hit. That'll bring up, it is not going to be Spencer Kazmarski. He'll take a seat, and pitch hitting for him is going to be Rishi Nair. Nair, the lefty, takes the first one inside and low. Solid stop there by Wells to get in the glove and prevent Hoffman from moving up any further.
I believe the only other lefty Williams has seen was Garcia, and we know how that ended up.
That one, another good poke for the Buffaloes. Back-to-back hits sent out to right field. And on his horse was Hoffman. He goes first to third. Good piece of base running. He never stopped running. And now we got split bases, first and third. It'll be for Andrew Garcia. No, it will not be Andrew Garcia. It's Turks, I believe. Yeah, or Tunks. It's Tunks coming up for Garcia. Garcia will get a breather after his dinger, and he's replaced by Tunks. Lefty to righty substitution. Back-to-back pinch hitters in this 8-run ball game. Quick timeout. Wells will talk to his pitcher.
What do you think they're chatting about out there?
You know, I think they were expecting the lefty and Garcia and, thinking about how they were going to attack him after that home run. And now they got, the bench warmer coming out, Tunks. And just, talking over how to attack the guy they weren't quite expecting to be up to the plate.
And maybe looking to go to that inside corner that's been so lethal against right-handed hitters tonight.
First pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike.
Yeah, went outside on that one. The first and third here for the Buffaloes will be interesting to see if Nair runs and takes off and tries to, as he gets picked off or it's checked on at first base by Williams. But you've seen quite a bit of mess in the field for the Orediggers, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the Buffs, make them throw the ball around.
After the quick check-in on first base, Williams throws home in there for a strike. 0-2 on Tunks.
Two solid pitches to start this at bat, both on the black. That second one looked to be a little bit more hittable.
That one in there, called strike 3. Tunks doesn't like it at all. Right there on that outside corner. It's been getting called all day. And Tunks takes a squat there in the batter's box. He will walk back. Not a fan of how that at-bat ended. Still a strikeout. As we will get another pinch hitter for the Buffaloes, the third consecutive. That one looks like it's going to be Wayne. First pitch to him is low. Checking back in on first base. Safe there. It's Caden Meyer coming in. I don't know where I got the name Wayne from, but our pinch hitter is Caden Meyer. He's got split bases, looking to add on to this Buffalo's lead. As that pitch gets away for the moment. And moving up is going to be Nair. But staying at third base was Hoffman.
That's been a tough inning for Wells behind the dish. A lot of curveballs in the dirt, a lot of pitches outside. Had to be quite active, especially after a pass ball allowed a run to score earlier in the game.
That one's low. It's a 3-1 count now. Meyer in a hitter's count. Check swing, but with a called strike anyway. Now it's full. Buffaloes here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runners in scoring position for Meyer. That one called outside. Ball 4 to Caden Meyer. And now the bases are juiced. It's Will Gwarrick coming in, the 4th consecutive pinch hitter for the Buffaloes. Gwarrick, normally an outfielder, here for this Colorado squad. Now in there with the bases loaded. First pitch is in the dirt. Good scoop by Wells. Gwarrick facing the 90th pitch from Roman Williams. It's a fastball right across the plate. 1-1 to Gwarrick.
And he's pinch hitting here for Zach Andrews, who's out and right to start this one for the Buffs.
Looks like we'll get an all-substitution squad as that looping breaking ball found the top of the zone. Strike 2 to Gwarrick. Gwarrick looking to bust this game open more than it already is, as the pitch to him is fouled off. That'll go out of play. Gwarrick now still 1-2 for him. Having a battle here in the pitcher's count. The pitch from Williams. Swung on, drifting foul again. That will make its way out of play. Trying to get a jump on it, I believe out there was Max Bronson, the third baseman, but the taller glove from a Buffalo in the dugout touched the ball first, so dead ball.
Yeah, it would have been a really insane play if he were able to even reach the ball. But yeah, the Buffs making some distractions for Bronson as that ball sent up the middle.
As that pitch is going to get down. 2 RBIs as coming home is Nair. He is there, no problem. Now moving to second base is Gwarrick getting down. He is safe, got under the tag. Hustle double there for Will Gwarrick. 2 RBIs. And 2 more runs for the Buffaloes. They hit double digits. It's 11-1.
Yeah, good hustle there. Not sure if he got under that tag, but I'm not the one with the ump uniform out there. And Gork is called safe as he puts 2 more runs across, and the Buffs lead 11-1.
Mine's not out of the woods yet. They got 2 more in scoring position they have to deal with. As that is up the middle for another base hit. Warwick coming around third. It's going to be 2 more runs for the Buffaloes. First pitch swinging was Judd Stafford. And that's a couple more RBIs for him. His third of the day, second and third RBI. And the Buffaloes up 13-1 now. Up 12 runs in this game. We might see a mercy eventually. Can call this 9-inning game early should they add on a couple more.
No.
Another pinch hitter now for the Buffaloes.
Matt Pritchard, he was made that catcher substitution last inning. In the,
Oh, yeah.
or in the top half of the inning, rather.
Pritchard came in for Hamilton. It'll be his first at-bat of the game. He'll have a runner on first to work with. Williams kind of hung out there to dry. I mean, a game with this big of a distance between the 2 scores, you kind of just deal with it and let him try to pitch his way out of here as we still have no outs.
Especially with games this weekend, no use to if you go through your rotational pitchers with the season getting down to the late stretches. You want to keep everyone healthy and ready to pitch.
The fastball was in there for a strike. It's 1-1 now on Pritchard. Taking a look over at Stafford at first base, in there no problem. Fire truck and an ambulance out there in center field. Making the noise as that one's in there for a strike as well. It's 1-2 now to Pritchard. Roman Williams piling up those pitches as that one is in there for a called strike 3, and that'll do it for the inning. I originally thought there were 0 outs. There were, in fact, 2. So my fault. It is 3 outs, and that'll do it for this inning. Another big inning from the Buffaloes. They put up 4. It is 13-1, Colorado. Back at you in Boulder, Will Shine out there now for the top of the 6th. He's outlasted all of the changing defenders around him, as the first pitch is a fastball into the dirt. He's facing Skylar Wild, the shortstop, who's 0 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, Shine approaching triple digits in the pitch count, but still chugging through as like he just started.
Doesn't seem like his arm is hanging. He's still bringing the heat with that fastball as he comes with it again. Got to swing over it. 0-2.
And it's kind of funny announcing this game just because the School of Mines was the first opposing team I ever announced for a Buffs club baseball game, and Skylar Wild was on that team.
He swings over that breaking ball. It's 1-2. Shine facing his 20th batter of the game. That one is a called strike 3 right on the corner. Got him with the fastball. And Skylar Wild is retired. Spanking his bat on the ground. Not a fan. Now comes up Max Bronson.
That was Shine's 8th K of the night. That's really showing how special his stuff has been on this Thursday evening.
The pitch to Bronson, fading foul, and that'll find its way to the parking lot. Just missed a car. Bronson, 0 for 2 as well on the day. Or, I'm sorry, he's 0 for 1. He reached on error. The other one was a ground out. His third at-bat of the day here in the 6th. Will Shine delivers. That one's outside. 1-1. Will Shine. That one is low. Looked like a breaking ball. Couldn't get a swing. 2-1. Shine with 2 consecutive strikeouts. Going back to last inning. Facing Bronson. Upstairs. Went back to the fastball. That one's too high. It's 3-1.
Hitters count for the 3-hole, and the Orediggers need some runs to try and avoid this mercy rule that's coming up in the next inning and a half.
Fastball low, the second walk of the day, given up by Will Shine. I don't see anyone out there in the bullpen, so, looks like it's still going to be Shine's mound for the time being. As up comes Matt Payne. Matt Payne has had an eventful day, and one he would maybe like to forget. A couple of tough plays out there in the outfield and 2 strikeouts. Shine looking to get him for the 3rd time potentially, as he gets a check swing from that one. It was in there for a called strike anyway. 0-1. Payne. Got a guy on first for him. Another swing he held up on, but it was in the zone. 0-2.
And Bronson on first base, he's actually the first Ordigger to reach base since himself back in the 4th inning, I believe it was, when he reached on error.
Goes to show just how good Will Shine has been here down the stretch, as he's now got an 0-2 lead in this at-bat to Payne. Gets a swing. Hoffman there at short. The throw over to first is in time. No, they called him safe.
Now, Garcia made a heck of an effort, made a good stretch, was leaning into the base path, avoided the runner, but umpire signals that he was just off the base, and that's and it might be an announcer's jinx as an Orediger not named Max Bronson reaches base.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the umpire there to see what he called. I thought it was for sure in time, but that ball in the dirt and the scoop by Tunks unable to get that bang-bang play to go their way. So now 2 on. Avery Zaxton at the plate as the 100th pitch from Will Shine is fouled off. Triple digits for Will Shine, the starter, and is now gone 5 1/3 inning here in this one. Got 12 runs to work with, so I think he's doing all right.
Yeah, we'll have to see if what Zaxton does, because she is substituting for Zach Williams, and even though he didn't reach base, had 2 lineouts to center field, 2 of the hardest hit balls of the night, probably 2 of the top 3 balls besides Garcia's home run.
Zaxton takes a high. 1-1. Will Shine has seen some traffic before. There in that 3rd inning where he gave up his only earned run. He'd work out of a bases-loaded jam and had a huge strikeout to end it and prevent any further runs from coming across. As a called strike is in there. 1-2 now for Will Shine. On deck for the Orediggers is still Roman Williams. You wonder if he's going to still be out there on the mound, as he has been out there for a long time. Got a lot of pitches to his name. As Zaxton fouls it back, fighting. 1-2 still for her.
Shine has to really be getting up there in pitch count. Solid outing. The top of the 6, he's only allowed 1 run and only 2 walks.
104 pitches, in fact, as that one is out to second base. Trying to make the play is Stafford, and he does. The second nice play of the day for Judd Stafford at second base. In the 1st inning, he made that nice backhanded play, made a jumping throw. That time, couldn't get the ball to go in his glove, but he recovers and makes a throw over to first base in time.
Yeah, those ones are always tough. You're looking to get a good bounce, but that ball was just too low to snag it off in the air, and he had to play it on a short hop and kept it in front. Wasn't able to get it to turn 2, but stuck with it. Made the great play.
Roman Williams swings at that pitch that was inside. 0-1 for him. Williams started at first base, then went to the mound. As that pitch gets away, coming home, he is going to be safe, no problem, is Max Bronson. And that is the 2nd earned run of the day, given up by Will Shine here in the 6th inning.
And any ball that gets by here at Scott Carpenter Park, if there's a runner on third base, he is more than likely to score just because of that padding down there. The ball it hits that padding on the backstop and immediately sticks. Though there is that piece of wood down there, and if it catches that, it may bounce right back. So
it's 13-2 Colorado after Mines gets another one. Swing and a miss there from Williams.
I've seen a lot of swings and misses for Williams tonight.
Williams with 2 Ks on the day. The pitch from Shine. Low. Shine still got some traffic. Over there on third base is Matt Payne.
And now would be a great time for Williams to put the ball in play as the Orediggers look to avoid the mercy rule that's coming up soon.
That pitch from Shine off the plate.
That's the mercy rule. 10 after 7.
Will Shine up to 110 pitches with that one. As that went over at third base, gets by, but tried to make the play as Hoffman. That throw not in time.
And not a hard hit ball, but well placed in between Biberoche and Hoffman. And Hoffman got there, but he was in the short left field by the time he got the glove on it and was having to do his best Derek Jeter impression, but Williams able to beat it out.
Hoffman made a couple of nice plays at short today. That one unable to get it done. quite a tough play had he had made it. And that'll bring home another run, 3-13. The lead now 10 for the Buffaloes. The pitch from Shine is up. Caden Wells with the dish.
And Williams must have heard me up in this box because he definitely did help himself as and his team as they get another run across.
3-13 your score here in Boulder. Top of the 6th. Will Shine been out there the whole day for the Buffaloes. Pitch to Wells. Fastball in there for a strike.
If anybody happens to be watching in the stands at Scott Carpenter, there is a great truck with the panic system going off. It's been going off for quite a while. Someone needs to check on that. Panic button.
There's a great truck freaking out in the in the parking lot.
Pick up the camera.
Wells still in there. He's a single on the day. 1-2. The pitch from Shine. Fastball not there. That's a walk. The third one he's given up today.
And Wells was confident that that one was outside as he quickly got over to first base and threw that bat over to the dugout. And now there's a team meeting at the mound.
That may do it for Will Shine's day. 112 pitches. A long, long day for Will Shine, but he's only given up 3 earned runs and has gotten the run support to help him out. 13-3. Here the Buffs lead it. He hasn't given up the ball quite yet, so his day might not be over. And I don't believe it will. Yeah, still out there is Will Shine. He's not done yet. 112 pitches. His arm has to be hanging. But he's going to see it through. He's got 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
This has been a tough inning for him. The only inning he's given up runs besides that top of the 3rd, as he's given up 2 hits and 2 walks in this one.
Will Shine dealing with a runner on first and second as the first pitch to Connor Brewski is off the plate.
Now, Brewski, a strikeout victim in his last at bat, but hasn't seemed to matter too much in this inning.
1-0 from Shine is fading foul. Out of play. Bouncing over a couple cars. Brewski 0 for 2 today. Shine's made work of him both times. Brewski hasn't seen a lot of runners on base for him to work with, though. As that pitch is fouled back.
And the top of the 3rd inning that I mentioned previously, they had the bases juiced, and Shine was able to get out of that one, leaving 3 runners on. It could have been a way different ball game if that bat went slightly different for the Orediggers, but 10-run lead for the Buffs late into this one.
4 of the last 5 hitters to come up for School of Mines have reached. Now Brewski with 2 outs looking to continue this inning. He fouls off a pitch. It's still 1-2. Shine with a chance to get out of here. Pitchers count. That one is swung on and missed. Will Shine. 6 innings of work here. That may do it for his day. He's got 117, just racking him up, but he has been effective, only giving up 3. It is still a 10-run lead for the Colorado Buffaloes. 13-3 your score here at Scott Carpenter Park. It'll be Evan Lawrence starting things up, pinch hitting for Spencer Kazmarski. Kazmarski had an RBI in the day and then came home later when he reached by error and then scored on a wild pitch. Replaced by Lawrence, though. That pitch is into the dirt. The pitch from Rowan Williams still out there on the mound. He's getting close. The pitch to Lawrence is in there for a strike.
Nice place by Williams on that one. Almost caught the outside corner, but some good discipline at the plate.
Evan Lawrence, see the pitch from Williams. That one is up and away.
Now Lawrence with a good eye. Both those pitches have been close, but no attempt, not even a check on either of them.
That next pitch is in there for a strike. 1-2. And Evan Lawrence draws a walk.
Now Tommy Klein for his second at-bat. Had a K in his first at-bat as he pinch hit for Mason Bailey.
Klein is second time facing Williams today. Throw back to first base is not there, and Lawrence is going to move up. He might even get to third. He keeps running. The wheels from Lawrence. He's going to be in there, no problem. First to third goes Lawrence on the wild check down at first base.
Yeah, been a tough day for Caden Wells. He's had quite a bit of action, keeping balls in front. Has had a few pass balls, allowed a run to score, and now an error for him as he allows a buff space runner to go from first to third trying to pick him off.
Klein sends one well foul. I believe it's 0-2 to Tommy Klein. Wind picking up a little bit. You can see that net flutter out there in the outfield. Getting late here, almost 10 p.m. in Boulder.
It is getting real late here, especially with finals week coming up here on at Colorado campus.
Yeah, no rest for all of us up here in the broadcast booth today. We're joined by a couple of Buffs players now.
Yeah, again, the PA system and the music up and running. Missing the energy, but not on the field as the Buffs have put 13 runs across.
The pitch from Williams to Klein. Swung on, and it gets through the infield. There's a single for Tommy Klein, bringing home Lawrence an RBI. And the lead is back up to 11 for Colorado. It's 14-3.
Number 17, Nathan Hoffman.
And Nathan Hoffman to bat. 3 hits on the day, 2 singles and a double. He's looking for his 4th hit and his 5th at bat.
Hoffman has eluded the many pinch hitters that have found the roster for the Buffaloes. His 5th at bat of the day.
Klein, a speedy Buff dancing around at first base as they check on him. Ball gets by and he moves up to second base.
Another one that gets away. Just free 90. He's going to keep it going. Klein in there, no problem, into third base. The second time this inning that a runner has gone from first to third on a failed pickoff attempt.
I believe that's the 3rd failed pickoff attempt of the game. I don't even know what number error that is for the Orediggers.
They've got a whole bunch of them today. That one's outside to Hoffman. 1-0. Now got Klein at third base. As that one is poked out to left field, it's going to get down. Coming home is Klein. Another RBI for the Buffaloes. Nathan Hoffman, his 3rd single of the day and his 4th hit total. Another run scores. It is 14-3. 15, yes. 15-3. Colorado is up comes Rishi Nair. his second at-bat of the day, coming off the bench. First pitch is high into center field. Getting under it is Payne. He makes the grab. Kind of the first grab Payne's made today.
That's what I was about to say. I believe that is Payne's first grab.
First baseman Nathan Tunks.
As up comes Tunks. Tunks with his second at-bat of the day now as these pinch hitters sticking around in the lineup. Tunks with a K his first time up, as that one's in there for a strike. Hoffman over there at first base, excuse me. The pitch in there from Williams is a strike.
Tunks now looking to avoid his second K on 2 at-bats.
Popped up, trying to get foul, and it'll find the dirt just in front of the fence. No Orediggers got to it.
Yeah, looking at some of the pinch hitters for the Buffs, they're either singling or striking out. It doesn't seem to be one or the other. Only deviation has been 1 flyout from Nair and 1 walk for Lawrence, but everyone else has either been a strike or a strikeout or a base hit.
As he swings over that one, it's a strikeout for Tunks, his second.
Speak of the devil about the strikeouts is another one for the Buffs pinch hitters.
Up comes Caden Meyer. Meyer's seen his second time at the dish tonight now, also with a strikeout in his first at-bat. That one is right at the top of the zone, called a strike, 0-1. Roman Williams on the bump a long time, still pitching as that one is hit foul. Working out of a hole now is Meyer, down 0-2 with 2 outs. Got Hoffman at first base. The pitch from Williams is swung on a miss. Strike 3 to Caden Meyer, and that'll do it here through 6 innings of play. It is 15-3 Colorado. That'll do it for my day here on the mic. We will get Harrison Simeon back with you with Oliver Hayes after this.
And we are back in Boulder at Scott Carpenter Park. My name is Oliver Hayes, switching from color commentary to play-by-play, and Harrison Simeon back on the mic for color commentary.
I love this little rotation we do all the time, and might be the last one. This could be the last inning if the Colorado School of Mines can't put across 3 runs.
Yeah, 15-3 for the Buffs in the top of the 7th. Charlie Lesh on the bump, coming in for a relief for Will Shine as he gets a swing and a miss on his first pitch.
Yeah, it's Ryan Krischke up to bat. Came in as a pinch hitter in right field.
Shine went 6 innings, only allowed 3 runs. Lesh with the pitch, high fastball.
Really a workhorse day for Will Shine. It wasn't perfect, gave up a couple runs, had his quirks.
Yeah, but in both innings that he had trouble with, got out and left stranded some Orediggers on base. But Lesh comes home and gets another swing and a miss on Krischke, and he is ahead in this count at 1-2.
Yeah, Lesh just looking to close this game out. Buffs in good position. At least going forward. You know, there's a chance they play Mines a couple more times before the season ends, as they had 3 games that were snowed out 2 weekends ago.
And the last pitch in the dirt for a ball. 2-2 count here for Krischke. Lesh pitching from the stretch with no runners on. Delivers home, and that's fouled back. Pritchard can't keep a handle on it, and Krischke stays alive.
Yeah, nearly a strikeout if it would have hung on. But, you know, as a former catcher, I always loved when that would happen. But Pritchard not quite able to, just enough dink on it to foul back to the backstop.
Yeah, Krischke taking some practice hacks. No batting gloves for Krischke here. Going old school. The 2-2 count. Lesh comes home. Jams him. Lesh picks it up. Nobody's covering first base, but he can take it over there to first and gets the first out of the inning, and could be on his way to a mercy rule because it's 10 runs after 7 innings. And only 2 more outs for the Orediggers.
Lesh, an infielder, definitely prepared for that kind of situation. Able to just do it himself. Now it'll be Carter Rohrig.
Top of the lineup for the Orediggers as they're looking to avoid the mercy rule. Lesh comes in and gets another strike 1 in his second at bat, or second face batter rather. Ball put in the play. Bibaroche, nice dive, but gets past the shortstop Nathan Hoffman into left field. As a base hit for Carter Rohrig, his first of the ball game.
Yeah, just placed between the third baseman and shortstop well enough. Hoffman had himself a day, looked to cap it off with would have been a spectacular effort in the field. Almost got there.
Yeah, Lesh comes home. That ball is fouled off by Skylar Wild. Wild has struck out his last 2 at-bats, but needs to put something together with a runner on first and, needing to avoid that mercy rule, like we've mentioned.
He's been in the 2-hole for a reason. One of their better table setters. Man, we've passed 10 o'clock here in Boulder, and
that's
just getting through the 7th inning.
A real late one on Thursday night, and Wild fouls it towards the Buffs dugout.
Yeah, there have been some quick innings. There have been some doozies, and that's really extended tonight.
Yeah, even in the quick innings, some long at bats for both teams, both sides. But 0-2 count for Lesh as he faces Wild, looking to get a strikeout, his first of the night. But Wild fouls that back.
Yeah, there's plenty of base runners. I mean, we don't have hits or errors on the scoreboard as of now, but we could go through it and should be double digits for both sides.
I believe it's only 4 hits for the Orediggers, but a few walks. Have put some things together, but Lesh comes home, ball in the dirt.
Well, they've had double-digit base runners at least. I know that. There have been a lot of walks, but Buff's been able to get out of a lot of jams, as you said earlier.
Yeah, 3 runs across, and with those jams, I believe it's 5 runners left on for the Orediggers, but have a runner on base, and Wild fouls another one back. 4th straight pitch as he stayed, or not 4th straight pitch that he's fouled back. The last pitch was a ball, but at bat is extending here.
Yeah, just staying alive, not going down without a fight. Obviously, he represents a run that would bring Mines, just 1 run away from extending this game. So I believe we have 1 out, not 2, as the scoreboard says. The scoreboard at Scott Carpenter says. We have it right on ours.
I don't know if we can.
Don't worry about it. Okay, there. There we go. Oliver's got it. I don't know why I'm questioning him.
Somehow figured out the scoreboard that was so illustriously difficult. The Wild fouls that one back into Marine Street. That might hit some cars.
Yeah, Lesh having trouble putting Wild away. We'll see what he goes to. Went up and in there. Maybe something down and away.
Lesh not the tallest guy ever. Mess around with some junk, some off speed. Comes home.
Hey,
That ball is outside, down low.
That's what I thought he was going to go to. Wild didn't bite, though.
Lesh looking to take care of Wild. And another foul ball.
Yeah, went back high. Still not able to put this away.
I believe that's the 6th foul ball of the at-bat. Lesh, Rorig has Rorig dancing on first, but just worried about Wild, as I believe it's the 9th pitch of the at-bat. And that, Lesh must have not liked that one, liked all those foul balls from Wild, as he hits him in the leg, sends him to first base. And the Orediggers have 2 runners on at first and second. Yeah.
Yeah, now Max Bronson representing the run that would extend this game, as Lesh looked good at first.
Yeah,
Last 2 batters not so much.
Max Bronson, a taller guy compared to Lesh. Sees a high fastball. Oh, but Lesh looking to take care of business. He's 1 out, but 2 runners on. And now a 2-0 count for Max Bronson on pitch 20 for Lesh of this inning. Pitch to the 3-hole hitter. That's in there for a strike. Didn't look too much lower than the other balls, but
Yeah, this might have caught the up and in corner.
I must have, but still a hitter's count as it's 2-1 for Bronson. Inside, that inside quarter that I've been raving about all night, Lesh catches it, makes it a 2-2 count.
Yeah, Bronson crowding the plate just a tad, so not surprised that umpire had some leniency in that area.
Now Lesh gets set, checking on Rory at second base. Comes home. That pitch is outside, gets past Pritchard. And Orediggers move up 90 feet as Orediggers are now at second and third.
Yeah,
in a
hit
3-2
would
count.
be pretty big. Obviously, this game still pretty far out of reach for the Orediggers, but you never know.
Yeah, full count for Bronson. Reached base his last 2 at-bats, and the payoff pitch fouls it off. And that may hit a house.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we may be running out of baseballs tonight.
Yeah, we've had a. I don't imagine there were too many, knowing that this game was kind of impromptu, scheduled just 2 nights ago. So hopefully don't
Another
run out.
payoff attempt, high and inside, almost catches Bronson, but a walk either way. Doesn't have to take the Payne, but now Matt Payne coming to the dish.
That was a good one right there.
Of course, that was methodically thought out. But now bases juice with 1 out for Matt Payne, the cleanup hitter for the Orediggers. 2 Ks for him, but a base in his last at bat.
Yeah, Tunk's a little bit in at first. Definitely looking to maybe turn a double play.
Now Lesh goes inside. Payne swings over that off-speed pitch.
Yeah, Lesh has been just running the inside part of the plate his entire outing. Let's see if he can get Payne to bite on some of them, as he did there.
And it goes back inside, like you said. But 1 out here for the Orediggers. Runners on second and third. Matt Payne at the dish. He needs to do something here to try and get some Orediggers across if they want to keep playing. And he goes and swings at a high pitch. And the umpire says he goes around for strike. For the first strikeout for Lesh of this inning on pitch number 27.
Yeah, that was Payne's 3rd strikeout of the day. Had a hit his 3rd time up, but it's a rough outing for the outfielder.
But now first baseman Avery Zaxon to the plate. She has runners on second and third. She puts that one in play. That's over Lesh, the shorter Lesh at that, but Zaxon cannot beat it out, and that looks to be the ball game as the Buffs take this one 15-3 in a mercy rule. Will Shine goes 6 innings, only gives up 3 runs. Charlie Lesh, a long top of the 7th, but gets out of there either way. And leaves the bases leaves runners on second and third as the Buffs take this one 15-3. But Harrison, you started on the mic tonight. You got to call that big first inning. What did you see in this one?
Yeah, I mean, the first inning was the story. I mean, there were some errors. Obviously, Mines was able to clean things up after it, but overall, Buffaloes came to bat tonight. The big home run by Andrew Garcia in the 4th really added some pop to the night for Colorado at the plate, and the pitching was spectacular. Will Shine, 6 innings, 3 earned runs, but just dominant all around. Was able to get plenty of strikeouts, get out of jams, and as we saw right there, Lesh gets out of as big a jam as you can, leaves the bases loaded, and the Buffs can go home happy tonight, prepare for Wyoming this weekend, and go into the home stretch of the season with some momentum.
Yeah, no, you mentioned Garcia's home run. That definitely made the night feel a whole lot better. I suppose those 6 runs in the first inning came at the hands of some sloppy play by the Orediggers, as that was kind of the theme of this one, as Zach Williams, the starting pitcher for the Orediggers, did not necessarily pitch poorly, just a rough showing for the Orediggers a field, and obviously a long talk tonight as they look to regather themselves. But as Harrison said, Wyoming coming up down the helm, and we should be wrapping up here at Scott Carpenter Park as the Buffs take this one 15-3. My name is Oliver Hayes. Finish up on play-by-play alongside Harrison Simeon on color commentary. We, of course, had Paxton Haynes on both color commentary and play-by-play for the first 6 innings, getting the majority of this ball game. And I believe that's all for tonight. And as always, you heard it here first.